What's going on, guys? Let's take a look at today's price action from a daily perspective. Let's kind of get some information ready so that way we're ready to trade tomorrow. We're ready to trade on Friday. So today, essentially, yet again, markets finishing basically flat, okay? Now, we had an initial move to the upside, followed by a move to the downside, right? So there was areas of opportunity today to not only scalp long as well as short. Now, what gets interesting is that price action is starting to contract, okay? So for some of you newer people in the room, or maybe newer to technical analysis and futures trading, or just trading, altogether, we're going through a period of distribution, okay? So distribution is a period of pause, a period of rest, a period of consolidation for the next market move, okay? Distribution normally gets identified at day 3 and can last anywhere between 3 days and 2 weeks, okay? 2 weeks obviously being the extreme, 3 days being just a pause distribution where you're going to get a slight move higher or lower. Typically, the longer we go sideways, okay, the bigger the move is coming out of it. Now, if you kind of go back 1, 2, 3 days, we closed over the 50-day moving average on a daily time frame. For those of you guys who are new to Evolution Traders and new to this room, the 50-day moving average is very, very significant. One of the most significant moving averages on the daily chart and all time frames, along with the 20-period moving average, which is why we use it for scalping, along with the 200, okay? Everything else that you see in between is just minor pitfalls and pit stops, okay? So with that being said, reclaiming the 50-day moving average is very, very significant and a good thing for the bulls. If you notice, the last time we started to lose, right, the 50-day moving average, we put in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days worth of extended selling from a price of 17,841 all the way down to 17,113. This is almost a 700 point decline in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Okay. Now notice the last time we were in distribution along an area of the 50-day moving average. It was here in the beginning of last month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. The ranges were a lot bigger than what we're seeing starting to shape up now. But you can see that once we lost that 50-day moving average, closed below it and started to confirm it, we got that nice washout. So now that we're back over the 50-day moving average and we're starting to trend sideways, today essentially is an inside bar of the day of the previous day. And yesterday was basically an inside bar of the previous day. So an inside bar day means that maybe you take out the high or low, but you pretty much essentially close in the range of the previous day. You can notice here, when we closed over the 50-day moving average, we're essentially trading in the same range. One thing that I want to point out is we got their power trending 5-day moving average. So the 5 SMA is riding higher. Everything is starting to expand and fan out. We've got the 10-day and the 20-day, and then we've got our linear regressions and 100-day simple moving averages and everything below that. So what I'm looking for, okay, is NASDAQ has room to push into 18,367. From there, if we are long, if you find yourself in a long position, here's what I actually want you guys to do. Just actually set an alert, okay? Set an alert. Let me get my right drawing tool out. Set an alert. That doesn't look right. Set an alert for that price of 18,386, okay? Just set an alert, because if you are long when we're trading in this area, you're going to want to make sure, whether you take a trade on an hour chart, a 5-minute chart, a 1-minute chart, you're going to want to be taking profits at that area of supply. You can also see that we're getting a declining Bollinger Band, okay? Our bottom Bollinger Band is starting to flatten out. We still do have a wide range here in between Bollinger Bands. I'm expecting this Bollinger Band, as we can see here, start to curl up. And as it starts to curl up, we're going to see this top Bollinger Band come down. So we could essentially see another 1, 2, 3 days worth of consolidation. Again, it doesn't have to be 3 days. It can be 5 days. It can be tomorrow. But what I'm saying is the longer we go sideways, the better the move coming out, or to the downside. We need to be ready for either of those moves. Now, game plan for tomorrow. If we gap up, if you notice in the pre-market, we are trending higher. We're up 100 points. We're up 50 points. We're up 150 points. avoid the longs. Okay, that first move tends to get reversed. Just like today, we were trending down in the pre-market and holding a bottom floor. What did we do off the open? We popped. Okay, we popped for about over an hour, and then we started to get that rolling top, and then we started to backtest. Okay, if we gap down, avoid the short, allow us to come into some of this rising support, go sideways, and then let's look for a reversal candle to try to bounce this back up to the long side and obviously go red to green. Okay, if we open up flat, stay patient on either side, and almost be better to wait the first 30 minutes of the market so we can see that first hour candle close, and then we can use the opening range 1 hour candle as our range to look for those scalp positions. That's 3 different scenarios, 3 different plans, 3 different things to be waiting for tomorrow. Okay, again, as we approach the end of the week, we want to make sure we take our P&L that we've got this week, whether you're green, you're flat, or you're red, and we protect that. That means that if you're up $500 this week, we do not finish the week at a balance of 0. We do not finish the week, down $1,000. If anything, we finish at 550. At anything, we finish at 600. At anything, we finish at 520, right? The same thing if you're red. If you're red and you're down $200 or $300 on the week, we do not increase size and take that $200 or $300 losing week into a $1,000 losing week. If you're flat, you're still on neutral grounds. All you need is one good day to make a one good week. Okay, so just remember that. Stay patient, and be disciplined. Risk management is everything, guys. Whether you're out there trading 1, 2 minis like myself, or whether you're out there trading 3, 4, 5 micro contracts, doesn't matter. Without risk management, you're dead in the water. Okay, so when I put on trades for 1, 2, 3 minis, sometimes I'm not going to sit here and give this thing 20, 30, 40 points. I need to get in. I need to get 3, 4, 5 points on the upside, and I need to get the hell out as soon as possible. Okay, very hard for me to hold a runner when I am trading minis. However, after seeing today's price action movement on that continuation, almost 70 to 100 points off that 20 SMA play, I might scale down, go to micros, and then take my initial scalp, get in, get green mentality, and then hold a runner until I am fully stopped out at either break even or a close below the 20 period moving average or over, depending on if I'm long or short. That's one thing that I'm also trying to work on. We need to maximize those returns. We do have to maximize our returns any way possible. It's good. The quick scalps are great. They're fantastic if we can control ourselves. All hands to the sky. We're all human beings. We have a very hard time controlling ourselves, including myself, including the best traders out there. We're human. We have a hard time stopping out. We make a good trade. We're up $80, $150, $200. We have a hard time calling it quits when it's only been 20 minutes of the market. We feel that we can catch something else. And I notice that even around the room. I'll see people making really good gains in the morning, and you're still sitting there 2, 3, 4, 5 hours later. Just the longer you sit there doesn't mean you're going to miss out on a potential move. You want to go into protection mode, okay? Especially if you catch trades early in the day. Go into protection mode. I had a little bit of trouble today going into protection mode. I ended up taking 2 more trades later on in the day. Luckily, because the market got a little bit choppy, I was able to escape with a $50 win, an $80 win, just kind of increase my P&L. However, that could have easily went against me $200, $300, $400. Trading the size that I was going on, and that wouldn't have felt good, having a nice day going back down to like an average day. Okay, so again, get better at maximizing the returns when we're in those good trades, and then get better at discipline of walking away. However, make sure that you're always correlating with what's going on your P&L today with what you've done on the week. Okay, so just because we start off tomorrow and we take a losing trade, it's not the end of the world. We can still protect what we've done on the week. Just because we start off tomorrow and we make a $400 trade a winning trade, doesn't mean that we're going to end the day up 1,000. Okay, we could easily give back that 400 plus 5. I know some of you guys have done that in the past before. We've all been there. So make sure we're going to practice risk management first. Position sizing, okay, goes hand in hand. So the amount of contracts that we're trading and the amount of risk that we're putting on the table needs to be matched up with how we're managing our risk. Okay, we're going to take losers. Okay, the better we become at taking a loss, the better we're going to become at winning. Okay, it's simple. It's not difficult. It's only difficult when you allow those two things to cloud into each other. Okay, loss is good. Loss is fantastic. Loss allows us to move along and look for the next trade. One thing that I've told people in this room for years, guys, the market's going to be open tomorrow. It's going to be open next week. It's going to be open the week after, and the week after, and the week after. Think about this for a second. Since you have come into this room, into this Discord, into this community, has there really been a day? Now, again, not all days are great, but has there been a day where there's no setups at all, right? Think about it. You're always going to have a setup, or else there would be no market. Market's going to move each and every single day. Not every day is a good trading day though, okay? So the longer we go sideways, the more we rest, the more we want to be hesitant taking trades, the more we want to size down when we're in this range, okay? So when we're in this range, we do want to size down, okay? We don't want to take big size. We don't want to look for home run all day winners. We don't want to take 25 trades. We want to be protective. When we break out of these moves, back testing and go, break down, back test and go. We want to be all in and we want to have risk on. Right now, we're, neutral on our risk, right? We're not opposed to taking trades, but we're also not full risk on, okay? So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's all finish the week very, very strong, and I'll see all of you guys on the inside of the room.